September 19th, 2020, 45 days until November 3rd, 45 days until President Trump is reelected. Hashtag Trump is the best. Democrat henchmen have proven that Donald Trump is the most honest and incorrupt president ever. Fake news lies cannot dirty up squeaky clean Donald. Hashtag Obamagate. Obama is still the most corrupt president in history. Divider of a nation along race, gender, any physical attribute or situation. Joe Biden's mental capacity, his dementia, is an issue for his opponent, President Trump. It's an issue for him to pay close attention to, because it may be used as a weapon by the agitprop 1984 media. Pravda is impressed with the mainstream media of today. Biden's policies are insane, and he is becoming a sympathetic, doddering old fool on full display. Their only hope is to gaslight everyone into not seeing that the emperor has no clothes on. The first debate is scheduled to be held on the joint campus shared by Case Western Reserve University and the Cleveland Clinic on September 29th from 9 to 10:30 p.m. Chris Wallace is the moderator. Supposedly, the Non-partisan Commission on Presidential Debates sets the times and rules. None of Trump campaign moderator suggestions made the list, surprisingly. Nothing in our government today is nonpartisan. Every establishment organization is an anti-Trump organization. Nonpartisan today means we want Trump out. That they agree on. That is nonpartisan. At least one debate should be before the people are able to early vote in any form. To be truly informed, voters need to see the candidates and see how bad Biden is before they cast their vote, because it's permanent. They can't change it later. Chris Wallace, the moderator, is a hack. He's a fake conservative. He's only considered a conservative because he's on Fox News, so he gets labeled to be a conservative. Chris Wallace is a horrible interviewer. If you've ever seen his Sunday show, he interrupts when he does not get the answer he wants. He hurries the guests and throws off the inexperienced by saying, "Quickly, we don't have a lot of time," and then proceeds to ask a question requiring a detailed answer. And yet, he allows the deep staters to spin their lies uninterrupted. In between, we've got the vice president debate. That's going to be moderated by USA Today's Susan Page. The next presidential debate will be by Steve Scully of C-SPAN. The third debate will be moderated by Kristen Welker from NBC. Trump said it best, "You are worse than CNN." And that is saying something, referring to NBC News. As we know by now, 95% of press coverage is anti-Trump. Scully from C-SPAN looks like the most neutral, and not sure that is any good. Hope there is not grandstanding like there was with Candy Crowley during the Mittens-Romney-Obama debate. If there is, Trump is no Mittens-Romney, so watch out if there is. Thought Creepshow Joe Biden would have been replaced by now, but seeing that we are in late September and the debate is less than 2 weeks away, we have to address Joe Biden. Thought he would have taken his fall down the stairs or had a heart attack by now, so the grifters in the smoke-filled room could install their candidate. It would not or will not be Kamala when that happens. Kamala is hated by blacks and whites equally. No discrimination with her. Joe Rogan would have been the perfect moderator. He is a lefty, but can ask honest questions, and Trump can do well with anyone. Debating Sleepy Joe is going to be cruel. Not from Trump. No cruelty from Trump. He has to do it. But the cruelty comes from Jill Biden and his puppet masters, those radicals who are running Creepshow Joe. It is going to be cringeworthy, and we have to watch it. This is history in the making. It is a little difficult to prepare for this aged Joe Biden, not because he is crafty, but because you don't know what you are going to get. For a normal person, it would be difficult to prepare for which version of Joe Biden is going to be on stage at any time. He's sunset. He comes in and out of reality. We have to see it, but it's not going to be pretty when he stares into space. That will be the time for the moderator to cover for him. That is going to be the interesting part. Biden has always been a liar. Slick, glad-hander, hiding behind his cool guy aviator sunglasses, hair plugs, and cap teeth. Come on, man! Between dementia and lying Joe, an ordinary candidate may get flustered. No worries with President Trump. Biden will become the aggressive, old man, angry Joe, where he called a guy fat, a woman a lying dog-faced pony soldier, where he challenged a man to a push-up contest, and even used his son as a weapon against a man asking a question on an unrelated topic. It's the angry old man syndrome. And dementia on top of it. At one point, we predict the president will have to step forward and say, Jill, please stop this for his own good. This is beyond cruel. Crazy Nancy, loopy Tom Friedman, and many others are laying the narrative for Biden to not debate. There will probably be additional requirements from the Biden controllers for nap time, a lifeline, an earpiece, fact checkers, and who knows what else. Would not be surprised to hear Joe Biden will be doing it remote so he can use the teleprompter again. Will not be surprised if false flag operation coincidentally explodes before the debate. They simply cannot allow this withered liar to fight the mighty president. This stopped clock, Joe Biden, is never right. Before dementia, Bob Gates, Obama's Secretary of Defense, said, Joe Biden has been wrong on almost every foreign policy and national security issue for the last 4 decades. He wasn't wrong. We said it back in January before the hysterical state shutdowns from the CCP virus hit. The only weapon that the left has not used yet to get the president out of office was to hit the economy, the markets. Stay tuned for that in the coming weeks. We can talk about the Biden crime family scandals again another time. There are so many, and we have covered a few already, from Hunter in Ukraine and China to Joe's brothers in Costa Rica and Iraq. Books have been written about these. Our fine president was not afraid to call out Hillary to her face for her crimes, and he won't hesitate to slam Biden, since Bidens are so numerous and coming out already. Biden's economic plans. Hilarious, because he is a moron who has never had a job outside of government. Wouldn't know a financial statement if Jill explained it to him. He's got corporate income taxes going from 21% to 28%. Capital gains taxes that are now currently at 15 to 20%, all the way up to 39.6. That comes to 67.6 total after the corporation pays the income tax, then distributes to the shareholder. Income taxes for people making over $400,000, he's raising from 37 to 39.6. Another distraction? Why not just say 40%, Joe? Gets even worse when you consider blue states like New York and California. New York has a 12.7, California has a 13.3, so we'll call it 13%. After Joe Biden's income tax, that's 53%, not counting Social Security and Medicare. Include those, and you're talking about a 60% tax that is taken from the wage earner, from the person going to work every day. And where is it going? Into Joe and AOC's Green New Deal. The estate tax, family businesses and farms will be devastated. This is fascism. Fascism is defined as a system of government marked by centralization of authority, usually under a dictator, a capitalist economy, which we have, supposedly, subject to stringent government controls, and they should say taxation, violent suppression of the opposition, check, and typically a policy of belligerent nationalism and racism. That's Joe Biden. You only think you own the company. You have a demanding, silent partner that will jail you if you don't follow their rules to a T. They take 75% and let you fight and save for the rest. Look at what the blue politicians are doing in their cities and states already. They are allowing anarchy. Black Lives Matter, Antifa, are calling the shots. AOC, Sandy Cortez, and Bernie are the ones in power, behind Sleepy Joe. From the Green New Deal to reparations. If this is the tax plan they are openly sharing, wait. If they get power, they are brutal oppressors. Where is the harmony, the peace, the love? You have one group of individuals that want what someone else has, what someone else has worked for, and has convinced themselves that what someone else worked for is theirs because of something that happened to their ancestors many generations ago, because someone with a different skin color did something horrendous in today's standards to someone of their own skin color hundreds of years ago. They speak of ancestral rights. They couldn't possibly speak for their ancestors, great-great-great-great-great-grandparents, what they went through or wanted, any more than you or I could speak for ours. But under Biden, they will dole out all the stolen goodies to their voters. These exploiters don't care about the spoils thrown out to the chosen underclass. They already have theirs stashed away. They need the power at any cost. To sum it up, the clock is ticking for Jill Biden to throw in the towel for Joe before the first debate. If Joe shows up, Donald J. Trump will show how magnanimous he is, and he will not humiliate the feeble on the debate stage. The Commission on Presidential Debates is officially non-partisan. All that means is get Trump out. Chris Wallace is a hack. Pre-Dementia Joe was a cheap Chinese knockoff of slick Willie Clinton. The hidden hands behind the Harris Biden ticket have 45 more days of scheming. Be ready for anything and everything. President Trump's worst day mentally is better than Biden's best. No contest. Biden's platform was written by Bernian AOC. Sandy. Socialist, fascist on its face, full of division, theft, and lies. Trump's platform and first term is one of peace, love, and harmony. 45 days until the left tries to steal the landslide victory from Trump and we Constitution-loving patriots. As always, keep your eyes and ears open, trust your instincts, and do not be afraid to speak up. For your rights. Never bend the knee. Jimbo John Galt on Parler, Twitter, iTunes, and YouTube, or check us out at jimbojohngalt.com.